reminds me of an espresso martini, but creamier. That was so good. I have heard there could be over 100 stairs.
So this is a unique spot for us. We had our 9th date in 9 days with 9 apostles.
So once again we found ourselves on a bit of an off-road track, didn't we? Yep. Wasn't too bad. There is another sandy track which I'll show you on our way back. That definitely looks like fun. But we're taking the short walk, hopefully to end up at the beach near these amazing cliffs.
Nothing is forever, you're so keen on telling me.
So this area is pretty much right in front of where we're camping. So we're camping at the Princetown Recreational Park. I'll pop the links below. And this is pretty much the only place, again, that you can legally camp along the Great Ocean Road near the Apostles. So we are 5 minutes from the Apostles, which is pretty cool. The sound of the ocean that you can hear at night from here. It does look pretty crazy out there. It's winter, it's cold. I know I keep banging on, I love the water and I love the beach. We've really gone from one extreme to the other for those of you that have been following our whole journey so far, because in the NT the only place I was swimming was in the pool. Now I get here and it's too cold. Ah! Oh, that is beautiful. Look at the formations and look at the colours. And we are so lucky today, aren't we, Mr. B? The contrast, look at the sky, what colour is it? Woohoo! We're definitely lucky today. We've had a lot of grey sky and clouds. So we are embracing today, and we're going to make the most of our adventures on the Great Ocean Road.
I find it in my heart and soul. If I could find a word to make peace and a single word that made your heart open, I could have been your good friend until the end. Oh, oh. If I could find a word to make peace and a single word that made your heart open, wish I could been your good friend until the end. Oh, I wanna look back and laugh.
So as I said before, there is another track which basically takes you through this. That looks like the fun way to me, but we can't be bothered to air down. We're like, where's it going to take us? I think it's probably just going to take us pretty much where we went. So we're not going to bother. We've got heaps more to show you. So we'd rather continue on with our adventures than get stuck here, have to air down, have to get the compressor out, and then it wastes the day. I have heard there could be over 100 stairs, so we're keen to go and have a look and check it out. There's a few people here, so we have decided to come and do this morning, hoping that there's going to be less people. I'm quite surprised actually, there's no wind. It's really quite still. Last time Dave and I made our way down the Great Ocean Road, there's a bit of a funny story, but we'll get to that a little bit later on. It was blowing the gale. We were literally sideways and yeah, it was crazy. So look at this, absolutely perfect. Can't complain at all. It's not too bad, I've got to say. The steps are quite high, but it's not too bad. And getting ready for this. Absolutely amazing. There is no droning here whatsoever, so we have to respect that. So you're gonna have to stick with me with the GoPro. The sand here is so soft, and it's really quite a weird texture as well. It's quite gritty, isn't it? Yeah.
It's the shells.
Yeah, I think it's the breakdown of the shells, and it's like a really nice rich orange colour. It's so beautiful. Really nice. And you know what? Now we got to get to the top.
Yep.
Oh well. Here we go. We made our way to the 12 Apostles. We just thought we'd stop in and show you what they do have to offer with the way of their flights over the Apostles. It is really cool. Dave and I did that about 3 years ago. Back then it was 135 each. It's 165 now. It's about a 16-minute flight. I've got to say, I'm going to rate it 10 out of 10. I was a little bit nervous about it, but it was absolutely epic. And yeah, I think there's no better way to see the Apostles than up in the air. And look at today. We did have a think about it. We're not going to do it. We're just going to leave it as it was from our last adventure here. But we're going to take you across and see how many Apostles are left, and I'll finish that story that I said I was going to tell you.
So this is a unique spot for us. We had our 9th date in 9 days with 9 Apostles.
So when we first met, we were a little bit crazy. We had 7 dates in 7 days.
Yep.
And then what happened was Dave took off to Adelaide for a weekend in the Audi, in the little car, before we got Brucey. Well, yeah, because we only just met, so yeah.
Hang on. It wasn't a weekend. It was a week and a bit, because my eldest son was competing in a bodybuilding competition. So I drove down to be there. And the whole catastrophe of that was that it was one of the wettest times of the year. It rained non-stop from when I left Brisbane until I got to Adelaide.
Yeah.
I crossed the Hay Plain. Luckily at that stage it hadn't flooded, but there was water everywhere. Adelaide lost power.
And hang on, how long was I on the phone with you for? Because I was so worried about you driving the little car.
About 6 hours.
Yeah, exactly. So then
when I was down there, when I was on the phone, Mrs. B goes, "Oh, I think I might come down to meet you." And I went, "Oh." And then she got a bit worried and thought,
I was like, oh, maybe he doesn't want me to come down. Like, you know, we were just dating. We literally just had the 7 dates in the 7 days. But anyway, I said to him, I've already booked it.
Yep, flew down, picked her up.
Yeah.
Date 8 was pick her up from the airport.
Yeah.
And then date 9 we had to come back. But because the Hay Plain had flooded, we had no option but to go via Geelong.
Yeah, so we took advantage of it. We did the Great Ocean Road and we came here, and at this exact spot where we're standing now,
9 dates.
9 dates, 9 Apostles.
9 Apostles.
Yeah, so that's our little love story.
And then another interesting fact is, if you break our wedding day down to the 18th of the 9th, 18, so 8 and 1's 9,
yeah. 9. And when we're here, standing here today, it's literally, I'm not going to say exactly, but it's just a little bit before the date that we're actually here.
Correct.
So there you go. Anyway, let's carry on. I hope you're loving the Apostles. They're absolutely gorgeous, and again, look at our day. It's absolutely magic. It's so beautiful. Hey, Mr. B, on that note, No one wants to see that, do they? After all that lovey-dovey mushy stuff, we'll take you for a walk around and show you what else is here at the Apostles. It's a little bit busy, but I'm going to say I have seen it worse when Dave and I were here 3 years ago. Oh, the other fun fact, actually it's not really a fun fact, but can we say after we left here 3 years ago, we were so lucky, weren't we? We were so lucky we didn't get bloody COVID.
Oh yeah, so when we were here, and then it was...
Was it the next day?
No, it was 3 days later that COVID was announced in Australia.
Yeah, and it was crazy because this area was completely, you were squished in like little sardines, nearly getting your eyeballs poked out with the selfie stick. So
Yep.
We'll leave it at that. It's a real easy walk from the car park here at the Apostles. It's also wheelchair friendly, and I'm going to say it's probably, I don't know, only about 3 minutes really. I've left Dave in Brucey on this one. It is a bit of a goat track, so that's not going to be good for him, so let's see what we can find. That was definitely worth it. I have a feeling that nobody knows where this spot is because the car park's so small. It's like a little goat track, but you know what? Woohoo! When you got that view all to yourself, how epic is that? So I'm going to give you a little heads up on this track. It is probably only, I'm going to say probably a kilometre before the Apostles information area. So halfway in between that is going to be the Gibson steps where we went before. But there's nobody here, absolutely nobody.
So we've done a short hop, skip and a jump and landed
Hang on.
out
And a Jeep. Sorry.
onto our next adventure. So what are we going to put up with?
I love it when Mr. B brings me to my favourite places. Woohoo! We are at the Apostles. Cheese. It's actually an unusual name.
It's actually called Way.
The Way cheese. So I'm going to try and find out a little bit about that. But hey, let's not bang our gums too much because I'm keen for the cheese.
But you know that Whey
Yeah. Way to go.
What's in protein shakes. So whey, protein.
Milk, cows.
Yeah,
All right,
dairy.
so yes, we are going to go inside and see what we can find. I'm pretty sure that we're going to find some cheese. We're actually making our way off the Great Ocean Road and there's a gourmet trail. So this is our first stop. What are you calling him?
The Loch Ness cow.
He does look like the Loch Ness cow. Hello there, you're looking friendly. How are you? Hello, little one. Oh, you're a sweetie, aren't you? Maybe we can take you home in the Jeep.
Nope.
Nope, no fur babies for us. How's your ice cream?
It's amazing.
So we actually learnt as well, all the ice cream's actually made on site at the farm.
Yep.
So Dave decided to get a kiddie's cup because we are having a couple of treats today and exploring.
That's amazing.
That reminds me of an espresso martini, but creamier. That was so good. So the dairy, they make everything here. The tasting was really good. I gotta say, good value. It was just $1 and you got to taste 12 of the cheeses that are actually made here. And yes, I am taking some cheese home. They do a full-sized cheese platter. If you want to have that as well, they start at around about $20 and look really good.
Yep.
Mr. B said, aren't you gonna have the cheese platter? And I was like, not today. I feel like I've been eating cheese every day. It was good.
Cheese yesterday.
Yeah, it was good just with the samplers. So I'm gonna stick to that today and maybe have a couple of more treats later on.
Although, the plain cheese, and I know that's pretty boring, but the plain cheese actually tastes like butter.
Yeah, it was.
And it has that same texture. It's amazing.
So that was the cheese that we decided to buy because we definitely stocked up on a lot of cheeses from our last stop off when we did the canola trail.
Yeah,
That was a lot of cheese that we got there, and we're still even eating our cheeses that we got from Badella. But anyway, we will eat the cheeses.
Yep.
All right, let's go see what other treats we can find.
Okay.
Here you go, Mr. B. There's your chocolates that you picked out. What did you pick out?
Choc mint, choc mint, choc mint.
So we've landed ourselves at Gorge Chocolates and alpacas. Yeah, I'm definitely going to find somewhere for it. I am so keen. So we quickly went into the shop. I had a quick chat to the owner of the farm. So he's filled me in on a few things. So one of the babies that we're going to go up and see now, it's around about 6 weeks old. The other babies, they're only a few days old, but unfortunately we can't see them. Do you know how much an alpaca is to have as a pet? They're $800 each. So I inquired, I did ask how would an alpaca go in the van and in the Jeep traveling Australia? Probably not very good. But they they recommend that you need 2 because, Dave's feeding it already. He didn't wait for me. They need a companion. So you're better off having 2. Hey, what's better than 1 alpaca? 2, right? Oh, look at him. He's loving it. See? They got the hay.
Here, babe. Doesn't like your hand pet though.
Hello, big boy.
Have this one.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that. Hello. These, they're so cute. Hello. Want some in this? So these are the babies that are just 6 weeks old, but clearly they're not interested in the hay or the pellets at all. I'm not really sure how alpacas work and how old they have to be and drinking their mama's milk, but anyway, they had so much alpaca merchandise in there as well, all handmade from the alpaca wool. Oh, hello there. Oh, maybe that's its name. Do you think that's its name? That one's called Precious. Oh, hello there. Look at you. Oh, nice.
What's this one's called?
I'm not sure. Can't read his ear thing. What does it say? How cute with the alpacas. How's your chocolate? That's really nice. So, Dave's favourite is mint anything. So we got choc mint. Couldn't help ourselves. We got the Jaffas. Remember running these down the aisles at the movies? That's really good.
This one has a nice little thing.
Yeah.
Gorge chocolate, Shipwreck Coast.
Nice. And this is a choc mint frog. Definitely stop here. It's really good.
They do sell a lot of alpaca stuff, so you get scarves, hats, various sorts of clothes, but a whole heap of chocolate.
Yeah.
They do have the old boiled lollies.
GPS.
They'd also do have ice cream as well as individual chocolates if you want to sample. Well, not so much sample, you got to pay for them, but individual ones in case you want to make up a bag.
You can make up your own gourmet bag. So good. And again, everything's handmade here. All the chocolates. Yummy. What a day we've had. It's been really good adventures. Great Ocean Road, cheese factory again. How good with the alpacas?
Yeah, and the chocolate.
Yes, I didn't put any on the platter, but I've done up a little bit of a platter. We are going to wrap this episode up. So, hope you've loved it. I hope that one day you get to come to the Great Ocean Road and explore, even if it's a little bit that we did or the whole lot. And guess what? We'll be back next week.
Yep. I'm just going to say, if you're enjoying this, recommend this to your friends.
Yeah. Tell everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone may get some inspiration to actually come out and explore Australia a bit more.
That's it. Well, that's sort of what happened to us, I think, in a nutshell.
We did.
But anyway, we'll leave that full one to another episode.
Yep.
So, on that note, we're going to go and have some of this happy hour, which is my favourite time of the day.
Yep.
And we'll see you next episode.
Okay. Be safe.